All right, hey, what's going on? Today we're going to look at some triangle defense. A little bit late, we were not able to posture up as soon as he set the triangle trap. So right now we're going to do a little bit late defense, okay? So he got my arm in place and the trap is set already, and you can hear my voice is starting to change. That means it's probably going to get pretty tight pretty soon, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to let him close the distance between my shoulder and my neck here. He already got this, but I'm going to try not to let him get this, because if he does, if he pushes my arm here this way and he locks, you can hear my voice changing right away, right? Same thing if he creates a little angle, if he underhooks, scoops under my leg, you can hear my voice start changing, right? So that's a result of the shoulder, my own shoulder, strangling me on this side and his hamstring on this side already. So as soon as he gets to this point, if I can't posture or anything, I'm going to make a good frame over here, and right away I'm going to bring my arm this way, wedge it on his hip bone or his hip pocket here, and shuffle my knees to the side. So I can get parallel with him, but on the side of him. I'm not anymore in front of him, I'm to the side of him, right? As I do that, you can hear in my voice, try to squeeze as hard as you can with your legs. Nothing will happen because my shoulder is disconnected from my neck. So you can hear in my voice there is absolutely no change. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do from here, I can stay here forever. I need to start escaping and countering. I'm going to sneak this arm under, the one that was here. I'm going to replace. I'm going to pull on his leg here. Sorry. Pull on his leg here. And this arm is going to go around. Close your legs again, please, if you can. This arm is going to go around the knee. Okay. As soon as I can do that, I'm going to bring his knee to the floor. I'm pretty safe right here, but he's not unlocking his feet. I need to get out and counter. His same arm that was under the leg, I'm going to go here on my head, help me wedge, sneak my head out. I'm going to grab around the leg. Now I can go into a guard pass with a smash, or even better, slide, sit, and go on the counter, okay, for a leg attack. So once again, he closes the triangle. If my shoulder sticks to my neck, it's going to be very hard now. So the first thing I'm going to do is open my elbow. A lot of people will do this, and that's okay. It still has the same result, except that I give him an omoplata attack or maybe a kimura or something like that. So instead, I'm going to actually change my angle. I'm going to change my body positioning rather. I'm in front of him, and I'm going to go to the side of him, still parallel with him, but to the side of him. So I'm going to put my hand here, wedge, so my shoulder stays open, and I'm going to shuffle my my knees to the side. As I do that, I bring my elbow to the floor. I start opening my shoulder. If his legs pop out, it's okay. If not, if he's maintaining the lock, it's fine. I'm going to get this hand under. This one is going to go around the knee here. If he opens his legs at any point, it's okay. Most of the time, people will keep it locked because that's all they got, but they can't finish you, right? Squeeze as hard as you can with your legs. There's no change in my voice. That means the choke is not working, right? As soon as I get my arm here, I'm going to take this one back, squeeze it in here so I can get my head out right away. I put my head here on the outside of his hip. Otherwise, if I keep it here, he might just throw his leg over again and triangle me again, right? So I don't want that. Obviously, I just got out of here. I'm here. I can start passing, or I slide this knee towards his butt and the other leg steps in. I come up, get a hold of his toes, triangle my legs here. If he tries to turn away and escape the leg lock now, turn the other way, turn the other way. It's going to be very hard because I'm holding his toes pointing in this direction. Go up, finish with the heel hook. All right? Now this time it got a little more complicated because he gets me in a triangle, and before I was able to push my elbow to the side and shuffle that way, he pushes my elbow to the side. He wants to go right here, okay? You can hear in my voice, it's already straining, it's getting tight. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but instead of shuffling that way, obviously it's not possible right now, I'm gonna shuffle my knees this way. I'm gonna bring my right knee behind his butt, my left knee drive this way. My elbow is going to wedge against the hip bone here. My forearm goes back to the floor. This hand goes on the knee and pulls hard on the knee towards the floor. Now I'm going to wedge my hand here, cover, and maintain this. Most people here, what they do is they actually squeeze as hard as they can because they still assume they have the triangle. And he might still be able to choke me on this side with his calf, right? It's quite unpleasant. It's not like the other side. But it's better than nothing. It's a very late defense, okay? Right now, I'm gonna start sprawling. Lock as hard as you can, please. And there you go. You can hear my voice is not changing, but I still feel the lock getting tight. I'm gonna start sprawling this way, driving forward. As soon as his legs unlock, I'm gonna make a big grip here and pin the leg. The other arm is gonna extract, go around, and now we're gonna go on the pass. And we can pass either direction from here. Or back to the leg attack. Okay, one more time on this. I was unable to do what I initially wanted to do. He pushes my arm this way. Right away, I wedge my elbow hard into his hip bone, and I keep shuffling my knees and driving. Now I'm not straight in front of him, I'm to the side of him. This hand drives down, pulls the elbow the knee towards the floor. I wedge my thumb inside, come on this side, and I sprawl this way. See that this pops the legs open. Pin, this arm extracts, goes around. Okay, now we have options. We could pass the guard with a smash this way. We could pass the guard this way. We could stretch his groin, for a submission if he's not very flexible. Or we could attack the leg. We go here, sorry. Maintain a grip on the toes so he can't turn away. Okay, throw the leg over. And he'll hook him before he's able to do anything there. Lastly, he gets the attack, and I'm late again. He pushes me down that way. I do the defense we just did, right here. He sees this arm is available before I manage to do anything here. He starts to crank it, easy, tap. He starts to crank it for like Americana arm lock, basically. As soon as I feel him pulling on it, I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'm gonna exaggerate the move he wants to drive me into. I'm going to pull my elbow across and come this way. So let's do it. Push my. Well, right here, he pulls my arm, and I go to this side. Now we rinse and repeat the first move that we did, right? So we can combine the defenses one with the other. I obviously prefer to go to that side because it's easier to attack from there rather than rely on a smash. People are stronger when my elbow is this way. So that's basically very late defense to a triangle trap. You can implement that when they lock their triangle already. As long as they're not scooping under the leg, like what I mean by that is right here. If I have Brian in the triangle, regardless of where his arm is, right? If I start scooping under the leg here and changing angle, that's a different story. So if Brian starts stacking me here, let's say I'm breaking his posture and he starts stacking me, right? He's actually giving me that access to the angle that I want. And I'm gonna finish him here with pure angle and less squeeze, regardless of where his elbow is. He's not gonna be able to change the position of his knees on the floor because of that. Okay, so I would not get up and stack. I would try to actually change the angle if I were him in his favor by shuffling the knees to the side. So either left or right, in this case here, probably better, right? Start doing something like this, he's out. Okay, so this is some good defense. It's battle tested. I've been playing around with it long enough now to know that it works definitely, and it offers us some good counter-attacking possibilities. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Vlad, for filming. Thank you, Brian, for being here. As always, thank you, Upright Gentlemen.